You've told us about people at home, but you've trained celebrities like Shahid Kapoor as well. So how are they training differently from people at
See,
home?
training a celeb who's traveling a lot, like if I'm traveling with him on his shoots internationally or locally, it's as good as training them at home because most of the five stars don't have the gym, and most of the time he's so tired that we end up doing basic functionality where you don't need the machines and all those things. So that's how it works, and yeah.
But if he's a vegetarian, so what kind of diet does he
Okay, now
have?
what happens is he's a vegetarian, plus he loves fitness, so he trains hard. And at the same time, if he's shooting, where he has to work harder than what he normally does, plus he has to train at the same time and focus on a diet, it goes really haywire because again the word diet doesn't work because the moment you go on a diet you have to cut down certain nutrients from the food which can hamper your mental performance, which I'm very concerned about when you're training a corporate or an actor because their mind is more primary important and not the body, which is also important. For an actor I always say this is your biggest muscle. So if I'm giving you a diet and that comes on the face in terms of your lines or the jaw goes inside more and it makes you look older, and in Shahid's case for Shaandaar I had to make him look fitter and younger. So the magic was more with the food than training because he always trains. So the advantage what I have on his body is he's always in a fitter shape. So when a movie comes in, I just need to change his regime very little, and we don't need to train for six months for a movie. It just takes us 1 to 2 months to either bulk up or cut. Okay, so when it comes to now his nutrition part, which is his backbone, he's a vegetarian, doesn't even have eggs, and he's very disciplined with his food. So a lot of people get surprised when I tell them that his food is as basic as yours and mine when it comes to lunch and dinner, because he eats 2 sabzi, 1 dal, 1 paneer, salad, brown rice and curd. That's what I will eat if I'm getting a homemade food. So the only thing he misses being a vegetarian is something called first class protein, what I might get from my egg, fish and chicken, which he can't eat. Now the only source left for him is tofu and paneer. Then again, I would not recommend someone when they are trying to cut or something because it has the estrogen properties and it will make you softer. So what I do is I supplement his diet with protein supplements. Rather than taking 40 grams per serving what I might take being a non-vegetarian, I will give him 20 grams of protein per serving, maybe 4 to 5 times a day. Like I'll take 40 grams twice a day because I'm getting my protein from chicken and fish and eggs. So this is the trick I play. If he has to gain strength and weight, I will up his carbohydrate. Now because he does functional training, I don't need to cut his carbs, because if I cut his carbs, he will not perform in the gym as well as he will not be perform in front of the camera. So his brown rice, sweet potatoes, oats and chapati is always there. That way.
Okay, but he takes a lot of coffee as well, so does that hamper his diet in any way?
No, not really, because he's a guy who doesn't depend on fat burners, because fat burners are something which have 2 to 400 grams of caffeine. Coffee is something he loves, and coffee is something gives him that edge. So whenever you see him at shooting or just before the gym, he'll always have that one coffee mug with him. He just loves coffee. It's nothing to do with his training.